last May, I will show you one of the thesis project and also one of my smart city proposal for the Indian smart city, which also got shortlisted for like top 10. So likewise, we will go slowly, and on the last 15 minutes or 10 minutes, we will have a question and answer session. So you can ask all ask me the question and answers in that. Okay. Now, I request everyone to your mute yourself and also your videos so that there won't be any disturbance in the background. Okay, fine. We will start the tutorial workshop. So myself, Mohammed Zain, I'm an architect. Um, I'm an architect in Venkatraman Associates as well now. I'm practicing for the past 3 years in Venkatraman Associates. Also, I have been in the field of experience of urban designing, architecture, landscape, and interior designing. And for the past 2 years, I have been working in some of the international projects. So this is like a short intro of myself, and also you can go through my Insta page and you can look about myself more in detail. Then also I have some of my competition entries and also some of my achievements all over this academics, and two also in the live projects, also in the reality projects. There have been some um, like some of the presentations and also the competitions which got shortlisted. So like some of the Griha competition during my undergraduation also there was something like that. And also I got top third in India in Griha competitions, and also I have been into got a best thesis award in for my final year. And also I have been working in some of the competition projects in smart city, Indian smart city mission. So we will look into those, and also we will understand how to do those presentations in this chapter. Okay, so now we have something also. This is one of my award in Griha National. This is national newspaper. I also got published in that. So basically, what is software 2020 workshop? Okay, the main intention of this software 2020 workshop is to uh, give a knowledge to learn the students or the professionals from concept to presentation. We have been doing this workshop for the past 3 years, and also we have been having some good reviews and the feedback about this workshop. So now we are doing all over India. Now already we were all in the beginning we were used to do only in the South India level. Now we are doing all over India right now, and also we have contacts in abroad also. In future we will try to do that. And now like what is the main intention of this workshop? Basically, if you see, the drawing remains as a primary means by which architects or urban designers or the landscapes or interior designers can communicate their ideas. Clients can, and also craftsmen or with the design team. The way we treat those drawings have evolved over the time, and still it's evolving on a daily basis, right? So each architectural design software is targeted different needs. Okay, and choosing the best one is dependent on you, right? So we have to choose the best software, and we need to grow our knowledge in that on many factors as cost, compatibility with other programs, and the amount of time you're willing to spend on the drawing process. That is very, very important, right? So we need to spend some less time in producing the drawings with the help of useful say useful drawings or useful presentations. With the help of useful softwares you can make that. Although you will find one of the most suitable design software by being able to adapt and jump between them. So let me show you some of the list of programs to increase your workflow and help you to get from the first draft to the final presentation. Okay, so as an architect or urban designer or a landscape or any field of interior designing or any field of designing, we always start with concepts. So the concept will start with sketch. Okay, so as a sketching is really important. So it's more than scribbling on a piece of paper, right? It's more than like a scribbling piece of paper. It is a powerful process. It aids in a discovering that best ideas and solutions to a design problem. Okay, and also as you see, these are some of the process which we go through sketching and all those things. And also architectural or interior designing sketches are all about the design problems, whether it is solving initial design problems or workflow through those. Okay, not only the sketching force you to exact numerous ideas out quickly before you even enter into the digital world. So that's where we start to scribble. So that's really important, and we have to look into that. It also explores and explains the design context, and also we also try to save our time in that a lot, though that is the really important. So we have some of the basic benefits in sketching. Same, basically it helps to eliminate the layout and functionality issues. It's great for brainstorming, basically, right? Brainstorming as in you give a lot of pressure to yourself and you will like try to do some creative stuff in sketching. So once we do the sketching, we have to take it into the digital world. So that's where we are coming from. So we have to take it to the digital world, right? So AutoCAD is one of the old and most dominant player in architectural software industry. It has been for the past, say, 30 years or something more than that. It is also well known among the students and professionals, and it's unlikely to face any compatibility issues while transforming files. So that's really important, right? So we have been working on this workshop. So we have some day-to-day classes in this workshop. So for the first day, we will understand and make presentations. So as you see here in this left side of my left side, as you see here, in this we will do some introduction in AutoCAD, and we will understand the units in the first day. We will understand the basic lineways and all those stuffs, and then we will also do some basic drawings. We will go through line weights. We will go some scratch. So basically this software is will go from scratch until the advanced. So we will make you master. So that's the main purpose of this workshop in each and every software. Okay, so the first day we will also try to do some presentations, like how you're seeing this video, right? Like we will try to make some layout presentations, and also we will be having some nice interactive sessions, like as you see in this video. We have these drawings can be made by just in AutoCAD with the help of some basic knowledge, and also these types of stuffs will be learned in the first day of the class. So also we can make some nice elevational presentations in AutoCAD. So all those stuffs we will learn in this first day of class of tutorial, I mean in the workshop, which is from 2nd of December. Okay, likewise, but like how you see AutoCAD, may we can do some presentations like elevations and all those stuffs, right? And also architecture is a planning tool. It comes with user interfaces. And also in the day one, we will also show you like how to make some simulations in AutoCAD with the help of little bit of knowledge in Photoshop. So as you see, the layers and all those stuffs are being switched off and switched on. We can also make some neat presentations with the help of AutoCAD. So those stuffs we will learn in the first class. Okay, the first class is going to be very simple and easy and neat, and also it will be very like, so in the first class, may you don't have to worry about anything else. We will make sure that you people learn all the basics in the first class. So then we will also make sure that you people do some basic presentations in like how we are seeing in the screen. So these types of
So your voice is cut.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, that's great, thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah. So likewise, we will also learn into like some architectural planning tools, which comes in the like user interfaces, like in built-in design layouts. Okay. So likewise, we also draw in AutoCAD to scale, and also we will do execution likewise. So that's how AutoCAD is really important in the first class. May we will make sure that you learn all these things and you can make some simple presentation. So in the second class, like we will also make sure in the second class, may that you will understand the line weights, the layouts, and also with the help of SketchUp, we will try to make some basic. We will give you some model. We will try to export that model in AutoCAD. Yeah, we will try to like export that model in AutoCAD, and then we will try to do some presentations with the help of that. As you see in my screen, we are like we can do with the help of that interface between the SketchUp and the AutoCAD, right? So those things we can learn in the second day, and how to do it perfectly and with the help of no line weight discrepancy. and how to take it to Photoshop. Also, I will show you some of the presentations which I have done personally for my academics and also for my lifetime like the real projects. Okay, so those things we can do with the help of this. So quickly we
Sorry,
can you hear?
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I just wanted to ask you, ki, like these
I
things that AutoCAD
Kunjal,
session
I request you can
that you
ask your
have
doubts
made,
and
is it from SketchUp you have imported?
Kunjal, I request you to collect your doubts
Hello?
and you can ask me in the later
Yes.
stage. Like, okay, in the
Okay,
last.
okay, okay, sorry.
Okay, okay. So we don't be any disturbance in the presentation. Yeah. So now we will look into this. As you see, these are some of the presentations which were made from AutoCAD to SketchUp and to present. Like in Photoshop, we can make like these types of neat presentations. Okay, so these types of presentation can be showed to client, and also you see like we can also detail out what type of structure we are using, what type of material we are using. So all these structures may and these presentations may, once you do an export from SketchUp to AutoCAD, like how I showed you in the video, we can simply quickly do this in some 3 to 4 hours. So we need to learn how to do those skills, right? So that is really important. Okay, that we will learn in the second class. Okay, so basically we have separated like this. So then this is one of my project. It also got awarded as best award in the south zone of also I was the unit secretary in NASA as well. So also this got selected and it's also got very nice cashback also. So these types of presentation, this was done during my second year of my college. So and these are some of the other working drawing sets which I doing during my internship. So these are some of the sets also we can present it to the client likewise. Okay, we can also do some presentations to the client. If you're coming out of the, if you're a professional now, we can do these types of presentations, so which will attract the client and it will be able to pitch a project very easily. Okay, so these are some of the techniques which we'll learn in the second class. Okay, and also these are some of the compositional presentations which we can do from layout in SketchUp and also with the help of Lumion.
So your voice is cut again.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Now we can hear.
Yes, thank you. So likewise, we can also try to do some layouts and compositions in the second day. We will learn how to do layouts, how to fix some different types of layouts, I mean scales, and how to do proper composition. Because in layout, may what we do in AutoCAD, we have to quickly make some drawings. So also the composition is really important in AutoCAD. So that also we will do. Photoshop is not Photoshop is not only for the presentation stuff. Also AutoCAD may also we can do those presentations, okay, with the help of layout. So that we will learn in the second class. Then we will also take it to some like SketchUp and AutoCAD may we will learn some. In the third class may we will learn how to make contours, which are really important for the people to understand. So we will understand how to make some contours with the help of say some easy commands and also some easy tools in SketchUp to Lumion. So as you see in this video, we can quickly grab something from Google Earth, the terrain or the something, and then we will take it to AutoCAD. We will do some nice presentations, which will be like the contour study and the analysis. Now the site analysis is really important when you come as an architecture student, or if you're a real-time architect, if you want to execute projects, to understand the site analysis is really important, right? The site analysis is really important. So likewise, we can understand with the help of this. These things we will learn in the third class. Likewise, we will go likewise we can also do some urban study in AutoCAD. So when we have some urban projects, which I will show you some of my urban design projects which also got awarded in national level. So likewise these types of what to say, Photoshop, say we can take it, convert it to AutoCAD, and then we can do some types of presentations. And then when it comes to real-time projects, it's always important to make sure to get a proper data of my calculations. Okay, as a professional, it's always important to make sure that all my areas calculations should have some price cost effects. So all those things we can do in AutoCAD. There is something called data extraction in AutoCAD where we can extract all the data as you see in the screen. We will learn this in the third class. Okay, so likewise I'm just limiting myself and explaining you the main things which we will learn in the workshop. Okay, there are much more which you can go through my detailed PDF. Okay, which you might have reached also, and if you might have not reached, I will send you top course. Okay, and then we will learn like this as something called urban study, where you will it's really important for your like urban thesis or urban projects, where you see here we can take it from OpenStreetMaps, which is really important in terms of understanding the site, and also we take it to Google Earth Pro, and then we will try to understand the study like of the figure ground study with the details. Okay, so the each and every street, everything will be extracted in AutoCAD. Likewise, I have done for my own project clear my whole Dubai map and also the detailed maps of those I've extracted from with the help of these plugins and also the third party applications from AutoCAD. We can able to quickly make those. And also you can see here some of the urban perspective analysis also we can do with the help of Google Earth. Okay, Google Earth is really helpful when it comes to do some urban sketchy renderings, and also those types of renderings we can do in AutoCAD. So as you see in the screen, we will learn these types of techniques in the fourth day. So this is like very advanced level. All these urban studies and all these extractions we will learn in the fourth day. So as you see in this presentation, which is visible on your screen, so this is for one of the presentation, one of the urban study in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, Georgetown, which is a most populated dense area. So all these presentations were done in only AutoCAD and Photoshop. No other softwares were used. So all like these types of presentations, we make sure that you people achieve in the workshop, and also the end product should be something similar to this. So you see here these types of elevations and all these types of study, these types of presentations can be made with the help of this AutoCAD extractions. All these things we will learn in the fourth class of the main workshop. Okay, now then we have something other projects, like this is one of the project where you can understand the um, this is like one of the hotel project which I did for my academics basically. And here we learn about the presentations, like how we have done. So presentation is the 60% of the work which you do. Presentation is really important. So this types of presentations is basically AutoCAD and SketchUp and Photoshop. These three types of softwares were used to present this to the juror or any of your clients or something, right? Then we will learn then we take it to SketchUp basically. In SketchUp, SketchUp is basically one of the strong and one of the important aspect. Okay, I strongly believe that architects should start the concept phase in 3D basically in SketchUp, because SketchUp allows you to use the quick interfaces and makes it to give some make 3D designs very quickly. Since Trimble has bought it, it has always made sure its copyrights, and also it is extremely popular in terms of usability surfaces, and it is one of the earliest program to understand. Okay, however it is still a powerful program to convey the first ideas, and also it offers an enormous component library, particularly for domestic architecture. Every object, surface, and materials come with its unique texture, which is defined as the biggest pro remains until it is as user face, as a user friendly interface. Okay, so in the first class, what we will do for the SketchUp we will try to understand some like as you see here in the part A of first day, we will try to understand the basic massing, like we will try to understand some of how to make conceptual massing in as an axonometric view, and we will take it to Photoshop and we will do some types of presentations in Photoshop. Okay, likewise when you see here, it's very quickly and very easy to do these stuffs of presentations when you have easy handed tool with SketchUp and Photoshop, right? So then these types of presentations we will learn in the first class of SketchUp. Okay, as you see, this is one of the concept development. Then this is one of my project which I did for recently for the thesis award. Okay, this is basically Indian smart city mission, where you can see the different types of combinations, right, where the different types of combinations for one. This is the basically an urban project, so it's just explaining how a alleyway, basically a street, can be user friendly. So these types of presentations we will learn in the first class, which will help all of you to people to the explanation perspective is really important. Your sheet should explain a lot than you explain. Okay, that's really important. So that's how we will learn in this workshop. Okay, also in the day two, we will try to make some in the day two we will try to make some oxynometric views, and we will understand, obviously we will understand from the basics, from the basic tools, and we will also learn some 300 plugins. I will give you some 300 plugins in SketchUp, and then we will learn some 30 plugins which are really important in SketchUp. Okay, the most powerful 30 plugins in SketchUp which allows you to make parametrics, those stuffs, which I will show you in this presentation. Okay, which I will show you in this. So in the second day, we will make axionometric views. Axionometric views are really important to explain your different types of structures, your different type of materials in one of your project. Okay, as you see in this video, we are explaining like how different types of glazings we have, how many columns, what column structure do we have, what type of wall structure we have. All those things can be incorporated with the help of SketchUp, only SketchUp. Then we take it to Photoshop, just do some simple rendering in Photoshop and then export it. Okay, so as you see, this is one of the project where I am trying to explain all different types of materials, all different types of structures, all different types of ramps, the services, the glazing. So this is like one of the conceptual, excuse me, this is one of the conceptual axonometric views, where it will help you to understand the function and the usability of your building or any of your project, or if it's an urban project also similarly we can do that. So you see in this presentation I'm trying to explain all the floor plans, and with the help of the right side me I have my axonometric view which is explaining all the floor levels with the help of levelings. So I will know that MRTS, the metro station, is at the top. So below I have the ferry, basically the shipping. All these things can be explained very beautifully when you know softwares, and we will learn in this, basically in the second class of SketchUp we will learn how to make an axonometric view. Okay, then what we will try to do is we will also make elevations, layouts in SketchUp. Guys, can you mute yourself? Yes, thank you. Now in the like you see here I'm trying to do some panoramic elevation views, and all those views now we can just extract simple with the help of SketchUp, and then we take it to Photoshop, do some basic inputs. Those presets we will give you how to do that, and also we will explain you in the Photoshop class. Then here you see we can make quick models, quick exterior both interior models with the help of SketchUp. You see here we can quickly make some both exterior and interior views, right? We have some advantages, like it's easy to build, it's easy to design because it is designed to behave like an execution of your hand. It acts as if like it's your hand. So that's the important of SketchUp. And also when you know all these plugins, so see I'm trying to do with the help of plugins to create all this glazings, doors, walls. We can quickly make these types of models just in say 3 hours or 2 hours when you know a lot of knowledge in SketchUp. Okay, all those tricks and stuffs we will try to cover in the workshop. Okay, and also to adjust this live drawings, guys. Yeah, thank you. Now we will try to do some interior layouts also in the third day of the SketchUp class. Okay, also we take it to layout. Layout is one of the powerful tool and easiest tool in SketchUp. Okay, we have SketchUp layouts now. We work on layers. We take it to layout. We beautifully present it. We don't have to depend on Autocad. We can just directly do that. Autocad has its own advantages. You can execute execution clear. It is really important, useful. But here in this case, SketchUp may presentation is really helpful. Okay, that's where the SketchUp comes from. Presentation, your different complex forms, all those things are made easily when it comes to SketchUp. Okay, And also it has some 5 advantages. Okay, it allows you to act as if it's your hand, just like a live drawing, like you will create fast objects and basic interactives and some powerful simple learning 2D 3D drawings. Okay, we don't need to worry. I'm trying to explain so that we will become a pro, say from beginner, say we will go to a master. Okay, we have this workshop goes for 1 month. Need not to worry. I will try to capture each and everything from the basics. So each and every one individual we will be concentrating. Okay, then SketchUp allows you to render surfaces in arrays. Okay, arrays of styles pick from variety of architecture and any kind of design which suits your design and pleasure your clients or your jurors if you're a student. Okay, and advantage of 4 is basically SketchUp makes it easy to integrate with softwares that furnishes additional capabilities and also supports third-party plugin programs, which I mentioned. That is really an advantage, because if you depend on some other softwares, I myself practice Rhino and also Revit. When it comes to make quick and complex forms, I choose SketchUp instead of going to Rhino. But when I want to make some 3D printing, also 3D printing is there in SketchUp, where Tribble has come over and taken part of it. But anyways, Rhino has this advantage of for making 3D printing and also making some working drawings. Okay, but when it comes to make nice conceptual presentations, detailed drawings, I always choose SketchUp because I have experience in SketchUp for the past 10 years. Okay, also in the softwares of Autocad and Photoshop, I have for the past 10 years I have been working on the softwares. So I always choose SketchUp other than those softwares, which will increase my productivity. Productivity is really important when it comes to this software. SketchUp, you can place models with the help of Google Earth, right? Actual on the site. Okay, then we will make some interior layouts, and I will also show you some of my presentations which we presented on the to the client, and also we will like execute to the site also, like that. So likewise, we can not only floor plans, we can also in the day 2 class may we will learn how to make these types of elevational projects. Okay, some elevations, some sections, we will take it to layout to scale and we can print it out. So what happens in the main advantage of SketchUp is it will allow you to understand the texture depth, all those things. As you give shadows now, it will allow you to understand. So these types of presentations now, it your sheet itself will explain. You don't have to explain, you can just explain your concept and your design, whatever the cost estimation, all those things you can concentrate on more, instead of just explaining how you're building all your services work. So all these things, presentations techniques, when we learn now, when we come as a package, when we learn now, it will be really helpful to do types of presentations and which will pitch up projects very easily. Okay, now these types of stuff, and also we can quickly make a layout, we can define our levels like how we do in AutoCAD and Revit. Okay, likewise we will do all those stuffs, and quickly we can make an elevation in layout. All these stuffs we can try to compose. So you see, this is one of my presentation to the client during my internship at Chira Kapoor Architects. Basically, it's located in Chennai, one of the famous architect, basically. Okay, basically here what I'm trying to explain is this is like a kitchen view, one of the proposal. This is an interior designing project. So here I'm trying to explain the different options we can try to make with the help of these kitchen views, all these working drawings. So it will also help you to understand the different types of textures which are there in the project. Here we are trying to explain some kind of an axonometric view and all these types of sections with the help of shadows. And also we can do some types of presentation. Composition is done in Photoshop, but the layout presentation is done in SketchUp and layouts. You see here, this is completely done in SketchUp and layout. All these things can be made very easily. The dimensions, we have plugins for that to create dimensions very quickly in SketchUp. All these things we will learn in the third day of SketchUp class. Okay, basically we have 30 days, 15 classes. I will explain you the course in detail in once this presentation is completed in the later. Okay, then you see different types of mood board presentations, your materials, your line weights, your where it is located exactly in the floor plan. See, so these presentation techniques now we can cover in the workshop. Likewise, we can quickly go in the fourth day of the tutorial workshop, that is the third, fourth, and fifth, we will learn some 30 plugins where you can make some parametric, some fluidic forms very easily, right? That's where we want SketchUp. If you're an architecture student now, or if you're interior designing student also, you these the trend is to make parametric stuffs. That's really helpful for us to make. So now here you see we can make some quick parametrics with the help of this in SketchUp. We can also try to involve all these layers and all those stuffs. We will try to make those with the help of some handy tools. Right, we will learn like this slowly in the third day of the workshop of SketchUp, and then we can understand and we can easily able to do parametric pavilions, parametric facades, and all those things, and also the parametric waffles and all those stuffs. We can do it, and then we will take it to Lumion. Then we will do some realistic renderings or conceptual renderings. Okay, that also will explain you as it goes on. Okay, right here you can see it doesn't even take, if you know all these plugins very well now, it doesn't even take more than say around 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, it's very easy to make in SketchUp. Also, it's like a handy tool. See, these are some of the plugins which I used for some of the concepts, and this is one of the Indian Smart City mission ke liye, one of the pitching proposal to explain how one of the transport systems can work. Basically, this is not a design tutorial, this is a software tutorial, so I would like to concentrate on softwares a lot. So you see these types of parametric structures are used with the help of parametric softwares in SketchUp. And also this is one of the main important tool where we can clearly hit, and also we can make very easily some nice presentations. And also we can also try to make with the help of few plugins not quickly. Say it doesn't even take 10 minutes to make these forms, and then we will try to put some functions into that, and then we will try to create functionality. We will try to match all those stuffs if you're trying to wish to go for function follows form. Okay, so there are something like that in architecture, right? All those stuffs we can do it in SketchUp. So this is like one of the a presentation which I did for the smart city proposal. So you see this is like a building which is like a multi transportational hub. Okay, it's a world building with million configurations. So all these biometric tree structures, so all these tasks, it takes very little time to understand. Okay, and we need to understand those plugins a lot. Those plugins we will learn in the main workshop. So you see here we are trying to explain the functionality of the building. Okay, all the so different types of views we can try to understand. And the day 6, the really important part where we will understand the urban study. As I'm a fan of urban designing, I have a lot of interest in urban designing. I concentrate even the workshop who are coming in the workshop, even they should get a knowledge in urban design a lot. Okay, so here we will try to we have few plugins where we can try to get the real-time skyline, basically the skyline of entire city, the height, the depth. So likewise, as I mentioned earlier, I have done for something of my personal projects clear, entire Dubai, entire New York City, entire skyline, basically all the building heights can be taken easily. So all those things will come in different groups. Few are paid versions of there are few paid versions. Basically those paid versions I'm not going to teach you because those cost like 20,000 in India. Okay, so we will also crack you some basic how to use some basic plugins. May we have some free plugins which itself some of the organizers provide, some third party plugins where we can download, and then we will learn all these things with different layers. You see this is like a third party plugin where we can use different we can highlight different roads, rivers, the landscape of an entire city. Okay, this will be really helpful when it comes to urban designing. Okay, which will help you in your final year or in the fourth year. Or if you're also a professional, this will make you understand the figure ground ratio and also the analysis for the entire stretch wherever you're going to select. Okay, these types of techniques we will learn in the last class, basically the 6th day of the SketchUp. Okay, likewise here you see each and everything will be in different group. So this is a really important, nice plugin. Likewise, you see, we can create these types of plugins. When we learn these 30 plugins now, we could be able to create form structures like this, as you see in the sheet now. These are some of the, this presentation also came in Indian Institute of Architects. This is one of my urban study in 2017 November December. Is there in the website also. You people can go ahead and see that. So that's like a urban design project which came in Indian Institute of Magazine, Indian IAA magazines. Okay, so here we are trying to explain each and everything in detail, and this is like one of the, again, one of the shortlisted competition for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Okay, this PMYA. Okay, what it does is like that is for the affordable housing for MIG, HIG, and LIG. Basically, the high income group and low income group के लिए. So this is like one of the competitional project which I did with the help of this. Guys, someone is sharing the screen. Hello. Guys, try to not do to any of the settings. Okay, so it will be really easy for others to even understand. Okay, thank you. So I hope everyone are seeing my screen right now. Okay, so please don't try to share the screens. Okay, yeah, thank you. Now in this, where you're seeing something like this, you can also concentrate on the different types of and so this is like one of the winning proposal, top 10 proposals for the GSON project during my NASA, during my academics. In the third year, I did one of the computational project called GSON. It also came in top 4, top 3 basically, sorry, yeah, top 3 during this proposal. This is basically a transit oriented development. I used to use only SketchUp, Photoshop, and Lumion for the renderings. So all these things, we can quickly make these sets of presentations. So this is for one of the real-time project during my internship. This I try to explain also to the client. We also can present it like this, so you can quickly able to make with the help of layouts. Now we can make these types of presentations easily. You see, as here you can see, we can also do elevations quickly. We can bring all those stuffs very easily. Then when it comes to your this is one of the project where it was done in Kodaikanal. Basically, it's located in Tamil Nadu. This is same similarly I did during my internship. This is one of the project. It was a computational project where we had to design for the entire uh, hill. So all these plugins were used. Only SketchUp was used, and also Lumion for the rendering, and Photoshop for some of the effects to add. Okay, you see, it's very simple and easy. You see here, landscaping can be explained very easily with the help of mood board presentations in SketchUp and Photoshop. Okay, so the as I said, 60% is your what you look forward to show. Basically, the 60% is your presentation, 40% comes your the amount of work you do. So the presentation matters a lot. So for those things, that's what, as I said, concept to presentation, we will concentrate in this workshop. You see, this is one of my sheet, only a small sheet. This is the Griha competition which came all over India my third during I was doing only second year that time. Okay, that time I had to do some of the for a group housing, basically an apartment. So the concept was each and every clusters who can get a kitchen gardening. So all these stuffs were used only SketchUp and Photoshop. Okay, this is again one of the competition for ANDC. It came as top 20 in all over about 500 entries in NASA. Okay, here you see these are the stuffs which we can learn and also do some presentations with the help of this. Then we will quickly jump to Lumion. What we can do in Lumion. Lumion is very an interesting software when it comes to walkthroughs and realistic renderings. Do you remember like I don't think so, like if there are professionals in this workshop, they must be remembering that we used to spend hours, like myself, I have used to spend hours and hours to make real time walkthroughs, and also it got like resolutions of software which makes my system to hang so much. As soon as Lumion came now, it made us very helpful and easy to make realistic renderings. In just few clicks, you can bring your design to life. It is really fast and easy. It is really fast and easy to do you can make your model structures, landscape, water effects, and ground. You can choose your materials, adding elements such as people, cars, firmaments, and animals, and you can make all of them in move and see quickly. We can make some kind of a realistic rendering, which we can try to understand. Okay, so all these things we can take it to Photoshop, and then we will do for presentation. This is one of the project where this is like a virtual reality where we will learn in the second day. In Lumion we will learn the how to do some virtual reality, all those stuffs. Okay, it's very easy. Basically, Lumion is very easy software, but again we have some tricks here. All those presets, all those things we will be providing you. Those presets you can just simply involve in that. And also there are some third party apps where you have to like for virtual reality clay. Also Lumion is also providing that, where you have to upload those things and it automatically create you this virtual reality walkthrough. These types of walkthrough you have to you can do that VR glasses. We have to wear those VR glasses. You have to install this into that. It will automatically create this in detail, if I can explain in shortly. Okay, also also now we have Lumion 11. Okay, 11 Pro, where this is like a fast and quick forward. I'm showing you guys to understand basically. But in Lumion 11 Pro, this was made in Lumion 9. Okay, 11 Pro, it's very realistic, very, we can make a lot of interesting things when it comes to that, which we will learn in the workshop. And there are a lot of advantages when it comes to Lumion. This is one of the projects for Aksha builders. Basically, this is a recent project in Mumbai, located in Navi Mumbai. Okay, where this is explaining as a mixed use development for them, where we have 1 lakh square feet of as a commercial use, and also we have some 200 plus apartments in this building. So all these presentations and all these stuffs we can use it, and it is extremely easy to learn and use. Easy connection to other softwares such as SketchUp, Revit, Rhino, any softwares. Okay, to achieve all elements, trees, people, objects, materials is extensive. It is not enough if you get more, which you can provide in workshop, which I will provide you in workshop. Okay, but we will also probably be certified to archives. You can also import them from SketchUp and also animate. You can also import some of the objects from SketchUp, and also you can do those animation stuffs in Lumion. Okay, and you also need not to have some big group of architects, technicals, professionals, video programmers, etc. To help you in this work. You can do it yourself in one computer with a good graphics. What is the requirement of basically you need to have some 4 GB of graphic card and minimum of 8 GB of RAM. Then you will be very good. You can build a big land areas, complete landscape, and also even a full city. There is a possibility to have sounds and effects
I'm
in
sorry,
videos.
your screen is okay. Okay, now it's proper.
Thank you. So then also we as a professionals and also as a constructions, we can learn some nice gardens and also understand perfectly what they are going to do in this site. You can also use the software to show your ideas to the communities, to the neighborhoods where the projects will be applied. Okay, that's really important and very nice. So presentation may walk through virtual realities, renderings. Lumion is amazing. Okay, then at the final we will try to the motion like very nice software, that is the presentational software, which comes the Photoshop. In the day one we will learn some nice conceptual floor plans. You see, as you see in my video, I'm trying to explain very nicely, very easily, with the helps of soup brushes, all those stuffs. We can generate our ideas. Say if you're having some sketch, as I explained in the beginning video, as I explained, like we can have some nice sketches and then we can import it to sketch Photoshop. Then we can trace it out. All those stuffs we will try to learn in this workshop. In architecture, Photoshop is predominantly used for images. Graphic creation helps to produce architectural rendering, visualizations, and diagram for presentation, and also very important, client documentation. Okay, client documentation we can kill it in Photoshop. Okay, photo also second day may we will try to learn some sections how to do that. Photoshop is an amazing tool that I highly recommend to everyone, like how I recommend SketchUp. Okay, I also if you could learn a single piece of software beside your main CAD and 3D program, like if you want, if you're learning say AutoCAD, SketchUp, Lumion, Other than that, if you want to learn some presentational software, obviously Photoshop is the one. Then you would have to go highly recommended for Photoshop. Photoshop can be used to create renderings, visualizations for SketchUp models through photo montages, and also used to provide the final touches to an extreme rendering, and also to the post production, to the process. Okay, the below tutorial workshop is an excellent example to produce in Photoshop and SketchUp, just as in the 3D models. You can, as you see here, it's able to applicable for the architecture students who don't offer to have time to produce a full render singular at a set of items. So you can quickly make these types of presentations. Okay, all this presets and all these brushes we will be providing you, so that it will be very helpful when it comes to your deadline of project. Okay, where obviously we are all architects work during the dead time, like during the time of submissions we work, like we say, if you have one month of time, we will try to work at the last 1 week. So that's what. So when you have these types of, because we will be thinking what uniquely we have to make something unique, right? So those things you will be thinking during that process, and when you have something in mind, when you know all these tools in your in hand, you can quickly make these types of stuff very easily. Most recognition softwares allow you to save out the render elements and separate files, and meaning that the reflections and the diffuse color, shadows, lights, elements can be imported into Photoshop on separate layers. Layers are really important in Photoshop. We will learn that basically. We will learn in the first and the second day of and third days of the Photoshop. And also this offers a huge amount of flexibility when adding to the final touches. Okay, as you see in the screen, this is one of the project where this is basically during the internship only, where I did in Chirakapur Architects. Basically this is for one of the client. We have to explain conceptually each and everything, and also these are some of the elevations. Photoshop and SketchUp work, nothing, no other softwares are used, not even Lumion. Okay, Lumion Clay we will do realistic renderings, but as a conceptual you need to understand how to make these types of stuffs in from SketchUp to Photoshop. Okay, as you see, we can make quickly all these types of like presentational renderings, conceptual renderings. Okay, and also we will also provide the information of levels. And this is one of the Kodaikanal project which I explained earlier also. Like you see here, like a hilly region, all those effects were given in Photoshop alone. Only the base model is the SketchUp model. Okay, you see the sections, the elevations, the axonometric views, the perspective views, gives you a whole entire area of the idea of the entire area, basically what is happening in the surrounding. This is one of the smart city proposal. This explains different types of simulations, how it happens in the Banyan. Basically this is one of my proposal for my thesis. So how it explained each and everything, we have different types of proposals, right? You see, in this type of presentations we can quickly make nice renderings, nice simulations, nice concepts. That's where important. Realistic renderings, yeah, obviously needed, but these concepts are much more needed when the understanding phase. The design process is really important. They need to understand each and every stage of your design, right? That's what we will learn how to do. That is basically. Also this won't be more like an for like only software oriented workshop. Also I will try to always, like how I did for the earlier classes, also I will be presenting my sheets in between. I will give you some ideas and how to develop your concepts. All those stuffs will be sharing in between. So that's how it's really a good platform for architecture students and also the professionals, and also for any other fields, any other designing field, landscape, interior designing. You see here, this is the cultural passage and active passage, and likewise we can make some montages. Okay, we can make some montage like this very easily and quickly. You see here, we have to document all those stuffs to represent. This is for the IDA, basically the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Awards. I had done something like that. And also in the day 3, we will learn to make how to render an isometric view. If you are doing an interior designing or any axonometric views, we will learn how to make some quick with the help of Photoshop. Now it will give you high quality of rendering. We can add shadows in that with the help of this thing, the brushes, and then we can add matte, whatever we want. All those presets are already available with me. I will share it with you guys once you register for this workshop. Then we will learn all these things very easily. See, it won't take, basically we need to understand how it works. Okay, how the tools work. Those understanding will be learned from this workshop. As you see here, this is one of the urban designing analysis of one of the traffic movement, how it is happening. Basically, it's in Chennai, the Marina Beach. Near that, how the traffic flow is happening. With the help of Photoshop, I could use my simulations and all the study. Study is really important in urban design. You have to have all the study, and then we will put into softwares like AutoCAD, SketchUp, and then take it to Photoshop for the presentation, right? Then you see this is like one of the entire stretch of the Marina Beach where we have some Buckingham Canal, which you see, which is running all over this way. So all those stuffs we can do this type of study when you have now, when you have this a good study, you take it to softwares and you can present it. Obviously, it will take some time to beginners, as if you're a beginner or intermediate, to learn all the stuffs. It will take some time, but I guarantee it won't take if you're directly, like if you're practicing more than 3 hours or 4 hours per day. Now it won't even take 3 months to master yourself. Okay, the amount of interest you show is really important. Then likewise, you see these types of studies we can make in the help of Photoshop presentations. And this is one of the shopping complex, basically a commercial one of the site, which a real-time project where it is explaining each and every elements. Okay, see that what basically I have explaining with green, the green landscape area that is highlighted here. Everything else we can explain to floor plans, those sections, so it will attract so much. And this is one of the ANDC project where you can see the simple Photoshop and SketchUp and Photoshop may dono softwares we have used, we have tried to club it, and then we can make something like this. You see, also in the third day we will also understand how to make GIF images and also simulations. Basically, this is like a GIF image where it is explaining the Marina Beach ka entire continuous loop. You see, this basically we will do this 3D in SketchUp, and then we'll talk it to Photoshop to all add all this effects, right? You see, all the stage by stage presentations can be showed very easily. Then yeah, you see, you can also, that's what, whatever the concept you are learning, we have to try to put it into the softwares. That is really important, right? We have to, the thought process which is going in your mind, it has to be shown in your basically the softwares which you're showing, that has to be shown into the sheets. So that's why we are learning all the softwares, and how to do that we will teach you. Okay, then I will try to present one of the Indian smart city mission program, where all this where this is one of the masterpiece presentation. So you see here, this these types of renderings, I'm not trying to explain the concept and the design stuff here because it is a software workshop. There is a design workshop, I will surely share you that also, where I will share my ideas and all those stuff. Here you see all this, basically only Photoshop and SketchUp, only two softwares were used to make these types of uh, presentations, renderings, where it will give you some realistic renderings. Okay, so it will explain each and every strategies, like the accessibility, if you have to explain all those things via the urban design project. And also you can analyze those stuffs, the forest of catalyzers, all those things we can explain with the help of Photoshop. You see here as a waterfront, a beautiful view which explains you with lot of trees, the same thing which I've been kept on showing you. This is an entire view. Okay, so basically this Photoshop is being used for that, and also a little bit of SketchUp. Okay, you see, that's the same concept. We will can take it to Photoshop, and we can also make some GIF images with respect to that. And also this is like a master plan which is explaining the entire beach area. And also you see different types of bioclimatic structures and all those stuffs. We can try to increase all those things very easily. Okay, that's very important, right? And also you can see some resilience and adaptations. So you see these types of concepts now, that's what I'm trying to convey everyone. So concept is really much important to understand each and everything. Okay, you see here like one section is being created. You see here one section is being created, it has different types of layers, different types of different types of trees. All these things are made in basically in Photoshop and in SketchUp. Okay, then we have something called active passageways, where you see here all these things in detail. Everything can be made in Photoshop. Okay, we will give you the presets anyways, but obviously idea and concept should be yours. Okay, so that we will see how to increase those things in this workshop. And then we can also see these types of simulations, the concept, which is really like easy to understand, right? So all these stuff we will learn in this, right? You see quickly we can also make some one of the building, so it has some centrality, public stacking, how it is going, indoor streets, flexibility of the building. You see these types of presentations can be made only with SketchUp. This is only made in SketchUp. Only it has been exported for the composition in Photoshop. Okay, only SketchUp we have used in this. Then you see this is the, as I presented earlier, this is one of the project. And you see here this is, it has multiple layers. It goes through so many layers of creating this type of sections. Okay, basically it requires patience a lot. We require patience, but obviously we will teach you all those tools and all those stuffs how to create some sections like this. Okay, now similarly we can make some sections like also explaining the stack effects and all those stuffs very easily, right? Then we have something like a usability surface on all those things we can make very quickly in terms of when you know all these softwares very nicely. Then so that's how, that's the presentations which we have, that's how we will learn all the softwares very quickly, right? And then going back, like how we have separated the syllabus and the detail of this workshop, how we have been doing all these years. Basically we have from the December 2nd May this workshop is going to start. The registrations, I will explain you the registration procedures also at the end. So it is going to start from December 2nd. For the first 4 days, basically alternate days the classes will be. The classes will be from 7:30 to 11:30, 4 hours. For the 4 hours we will explain you all these tools, how to design all these tools, very from the basics will start. Okay, and then for the 3 hours we will explain you these things very easily. Then there will be a practice session for the 1 hour, last 1 hour, where we'll understand, where we'll allow you to share your screen and we will practice all these things. Okay, then this is basically what I will be providing you as a materials. I will provide you some 10,000 CAD blocks, also some presets of CTBs and some sample drawings, all those furnitures, all those blocks I will provide you, and also some of the third party websites where you can download all these blocks, where we have a lot of blocks where I already purchased and kept. I will share you those stuffs with you. So and then we go to Photoshop. We in SketchUp we have something like 300 plugins which I'll share it with you guys, and also a complete landscape blocks I'll share you, and also the furniture, the people, and also the plugin files, the 300 plugin files I will share it with you guys. But we will learn some 30 plugins in this workshop, the most powerful plugins. Similarly, we will also have Lumion. In Lumion, I will be sharing you the presets for VR renderings, presets for 360 renderings. Okay, then also Lumion, SketchUp works for 6 days. Lumion works for 2 days. Basically, it will be 10 hours of class. Alternative class, we will be providing you the exercises. You people have to mandatory do this exercises. And also we have some competitions going on in these workshops where I'm looking for my own hiring career we are looking for, and also there will be a cashback at the end. We will do some reviews, jury, we will do that. So at the end of this workshop there will be a nice competition where you people have to submit one of the brief which I will share you with you guys during that workshop. Okay, similarly for Photoshop also I will give you, share you those presets as I explained you the presentation. Those presets you can just keep your SketchUp view and that quickly make your renderings, like your basic renderings and all those nice renderings for conceptions and those stuff. Okay, then we have this registration process. The registration process starts from 25th of November to basically from today, and from tomorrow the early bid registration starts and it will end in the December 1st of December the registration ends. Okay, so now we have something called early bid registration which goes on from the 6th of 26th of some tomorrow and day after tomorrow, the early bid registrations. The early bid registrations, the prices will be comparatively less to the late registrations. So you people can if you want in a really good offer you can register in the next 2 days, and this will be only for 2 days. And the late registrations will be, prices will be a little more higher because we have lots of intake already. We have some 10 to 15 people who have already registered for this workshop. Okay, so you can also try to do if you want to do some so this is like a mid registration, and the late registration will be for 30th November to the 1st of December. Okay, so we will share you all those stuffs. And then You can ask me any questions if you have any related to this workshop, so we can clarify all those things very clearly. You can just raise your hand, you can unmute yourself, and you can proceed and ask me the doubts. Yes, go on. Yes, Kunjan. Yes, yes, Dharmi. Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah,
So,
so you'll be
Okay,
taking
one by one. One
one.
second. One second. One by one. Yes, go ahead, Dharmi.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'll be taking one-on-one lectures, or you'll be providing pre-recorded.
No, this will be completely live renderings. I mean, sorry,
Okay.
live workshops. Completely
Okay.
live. I will be there in. That's what as I said. 3 hours. I will be explaining you everything, and you have to share it to me each and everything. You can ask me doubts in between. All those
Okay.
stuffs will be very live. All the things will be live.
Okay. And
Yes.
do you provide like Lumion 11 if we don't have in case?
Actually, we are not authorized to provide softwares, but we will find some information and we will provide you those things.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
so can
Yes,
I
Kunjan.
ask?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to first of all ask, ki,
Hmm.
like you are basically going to teach us software, okay? And then
Yes.
you will teach us where you can use it, right? Like the presentations you are showing, like that section, that complex section which you showed. I'm sorry, that the
Yeah. Go ahead. Go
biggest
ahead. No problem.
section
Feel
in
free.
your thing. So
Hmm.
are you going to show us, like, suppose if you have a section like this, I'm I'm trying, like, you're going to practically teach us like how you made that section, or you're just
Exactly.
going to.
No. We will go from step by step. Like how if I'm making a model, how to create a base layer, how to create each and everything from the scratch. We will do that practically and show you, and also we'll make sure you do that in that 1 hour which you are going to have as an interactive session. Now you have to make sure you have to do that, and also we'll give you some exercises. You have to do those exercises as well.
Okay. So just one
Huh.
more thing, like
Yes.
suppose if I want to show one of my this thing, like if I've done some section and I'm just like I don't know really how to go about presenting it and all that. So do we get some support for after the course?
Obviously, why don't that's what also I may, forgot to mention the connections which we create. Like everyone are here, obviously everyone might not be registering for the workshop, few of them will be registering, but the connections are which are connected now. This will
Yeah.
help us to build the community a lot. Okay, that's really good.
And
Yeah.
so, like as you had mentioned about the computer specifications, sir,
Huh.
like it is the bare minimum which you have talked. Like 4 GB graphics card should be there and 8 GB RAM should be there.
For Lumion.
Okay, for Lumion, and rest all can work on this.
Yeah, see, Lumion के लिए also, what I mentioned specifically in the note is, if you want very freely your Lumion to work, say without any lag in between, 2 GB graphic card may also your work, Lumion will work, but there will be a lag. Also, we have some new thing called Lumion Live Sync from SketchUp and Revit, where we will lively you will work left hand side. May if you have a screen, you will work left hand side. May one SketchUp right side. May it will be rendering. So all this sync is there now. You to slightly lag when you have less than 4 GB of graphics card. So
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
one. But it will work in all the 2 GB
And
graphic
so,
cards.
what if, like I'm just asking, ki,
Hmm.
what if our computer is not like, suppose I don't have a 2 GB graphics, so then what can we do? Like directly now we can't buy, so then
Hmm.
we have to manage something to practice
You
Lumio.
can practice. You can practice from my system because I'll be sharing my screen, right? If you want to really run Lumion now, you can practice from my system. I'll be sharing my screen. You can practice now here. Obviously, I'll be sending each and every class recordings also. For example, as we have this tutorial workshop here, right? I'll be sharing these recordings to everyone so that whoever missed this tutorial workshop, they can see that. Likewise,
No,
huh?
like I'm telling, like, suppose my computer doesn't support, okay, like,
Hmm.
okay, you will share your screen means वो class के वक्त होगा, okay.
Yes, exactly. You
Like
during the
otherwise,
class.
like if I want to practice and suppose my computer doesn't support, so is there a way that I can do the same, maybe in lower version, maybe, matlab, some basic I would be able to do, some
Yeah,
tools will be
you
available.
can surely install Lumion, but as I
Um,
said specifically, it will work very slow if you don't have good graphic card.
okay.
Graphic card is really important in Lumion when it comes to Lumion alone.
And so the parametric, I'm sorry, I'm asking too many
Yeah, no
questions.
problem. It's good to ask questions. Yes, go ahead.
That parametric thing. So I like I have heard. I don't actually know about much anything about parametric, but
Hmm.
they use grasshopper and that rhino for all
Hmm.
parametric structures, which give you detailed model. So then why are you suggesting SketchUp for that? Because I guess not Revit, sorry, the rhino or maybe
Hmm.
grasshopper, they provide more accurate and more I would say specification of that structure, which you
Yeah,
won't get in SketchUp. Now, SketchUp is
exactly.
actually we just sketch it sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're completely right. But there are few corrections in that which I'm trying to solve. So what happens is when Trimble had gone, when it was there in Google SketchUp, and after this Trimble has got ahead with the SketchUp. So what has happened is SketchUp has given lot of additional softwares where you can try to execute those parametrics. Basically, that's the only lag which SketchUp was having in the earlier softwares. But now SketchUp has also gone ahead with the same types of how Rhino is having, right? Rhino, what is happens is Rhino and Grasshopper, it will take lot of time because I personally use Grasshopper for some of the parametric structures. Okay, then what happens is you have to do lot of solvings for those things. Okay, there are a lot of equations which you have to create lot of structures. Okay, those equations which you don't have to worry, and also you can make more. I am saying this, if you have seen my portfolios now, all those things like 80% were made in SketchUp. That will be more detailed than Rhino. I personally assure you, because what happens in SketchUp, it's like a handy tool. You can detail out on your own. You can create own details. That's really important. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Because in forms, I have personally asked, so in forms they prefer like you should know Rhino. So then I thought that
See, I
if I
work in top 10 companies in
parametric,
India. Okay. Venkatraman is top 10 companies in of architecture
yeah,
firms in India. Okay.
yeah.
So we work here 80% SketchUp, 20% Rhino. To be frank, what happens? Client ask quick drawings. Quick drawings can be made only in SketchUp, not in Rhino. To be specific. Okay.
Okay, but is there any way, like, if you make something in SketchUp, can that be imported in Rhino?
Yeah,
If
that's the
some
importance.
form
That's we can
prefer.
make. That we can do really do make.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
okay, so
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Go ahead, ma. Go ahead. Yes. Yes. What's your name? Yes,
Excuse
ma.
me, sir.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sir, is there any schedule or menu like where you can read like on which day you're gonna taste what
Hmm. So as I
and
mentioned.
what is the
Hmm.
end day and that? Yes.
Hmm. So as I mentioned, December 2nd, the class will start, the Autocad. Okay. For the alternated days, entire month. So 2 days, 4 days will be Autocad, alternate days. Then we have 6 days SketchUp. Then we have 2 days Lumion, and then last 3 days we have Photoshop. So that will go till December 31st. All these days, alternative days, we will learn for 15 classes, and for the next classes, we will be giving you exercises. Those exercises you have to submit those exercises to us. We will be reviewing those, like what mistakes you have done. So this is like a schedule like we have made for entire, like for the past years we have been doing this. Okay.
Oh,
And
okay,
also
sir.
if you want in much more detail, I will share you those details also via email. Like if you want the dates, specific dates now, those also we can share you to via email.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That will be actually
Yeah,
helpful
you
for
can
us.
ping me in WhatsApp to my that business number, and I can share it to you across.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Yes. Yes, I could see a lot of hands raised. Yes. Yes, Sanpreet. Yes, Sanpreet. Sunpreet, right? Sunpreet, you cannot hear us. Yes. Okay. Yes, Ashmana. Ashman
Uh,
Dhala. Yes, ma. Yes, sorry to. Yeah.
Ashma,
Yes. Yes, ma. Ask me.
yes. Sir, I wanted to ask that if we are not doing all the four workshops,
Hmm.
then how would our schedule be like? The first 4 days first four alternatives would be AutoCAD, so we
Hmm.
would not be attending those, but our workshop would be starting on late, like when
Late. Basically, it's
the
not late. It's not called late. Sorry. Basically, if you're registering for say SketchUp and Lumion and Photoshop, Then your batches will start from the 10th of December or something like that. So your registration, we will send you those ID card details, all those registration stuffs when you do this. Once you do this registration, now we'll mail you all those stuffs, and we will provide you links each and every day. The links will be provided to you for the personal, for the privacy ke liye. Okay, so those links we will share you each and every day. That will be provided once you do the registration.
And
Okay.
all class recordings will be sent to us.
Will be sent via Google Drive. You can download it and you can keep it to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So one more thing, like these recordings will be there for how much time, like with us, and how many
It's a
times can
permanent,
you?
it's a permanent recording. You can have it for lifelong. You can download yourself. We provide you the Google Drives, like in
Okay.
Google Drive will provide. Yeah.
Okay.
So you would be taking lectures personally, like all
Yes,
the lectures
myself,
would be taken by you only.
myself personally.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yes, Amrita, I could see your hand is raised.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, hi.
So I
Good
would
evening.
like to know. So I would like to know your interest. So like, are you teaching Revit?
Revit, as
Hello.
of now, we are not teaching Revit. Revit classes will start in January, Revit and Rhino, because I'm very much occupied with my practical work and also this workshop. So it will be from January, and just what Revit and Rhino will be in January, in the month of
Thank you.
January. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
can you
Yes,
cover?
Karthik Vel. Yes, Karthik Vel. Go ahead. Ask me.
Sir, in this duration, can you cover the total about the software of SketchUp on this
Yeah,
15
that's
days?
what. Yeah, so what we will do is we have been
Like,
having experience for 3 years, right? And also I
yeah.
personally have 10 years of experience. How I teach you is what all is important from the basic tools
So
and
there
what
is
all
lot of
models.
size in background.
Can you mute yourself more? Yeah, thank you. So what all is
Sir,
really required, we will concentrate on all those stuffs and all those plugins, and then we will try to practice yourself. Okay, which will largely cover all the topics. Okay, which will largely, we will cover every topics in each and every tool. Single tool will cover, that's for sure. Okay, but the more you practice, the more you learn. That's really there. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
very much. I want really wait for this.
I cannot hear you, Karthik Bell.
Thank you for this, sir.
Yeah. Great. Yes. Who else? I could see Sania. Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
So actually, I wanted to ask that I have just registered for architecture. I'm like gonna go in first year. So
Mm.
I would definitely not go for all the four of them. So which one do you suggest, like at minimal stages?
Which year you're doing? First year in
Yes,
architecture.
sir.
Okay, that's
Just now
great.
I've just got into a college.
Okay, I suggest you learn because if you learn SketchUp now, we
Hmm.
can make lot of conceptuals in SketchUp. Okay, in SketchUp, then obviously you will do manual renderings also in first year. So SketchUp is really important. You can learn a lot in SketchUp. So I suggest you personally, if you learn only one software, you can learn SketchUp. Or if you want to do presentation also, you can combine SketchUp and Photoshop, which lot of people try to do this stuff. Okay, AutoCAD not required, because when you want to learn to make some types of precise drawings, you can learn AutoCAD, but not required for now because you are doing a first year, and also you want to limit yourself to learn softwares. You can learn only SketchUp and Photoshop. That's really good to go.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
And also, so just one last thing.
Hmm.
I have just now installed SketchUp, but it's a
Hmm.
cracked version.
Hmm.
So will the plugins and the warehouse things work there? Like, do I need to get a paid version?
No, see, basically what happens is all the plugins which are there, those are all made by some of people like us. Basically, anyone can make plugins. Okay, those are not provided by SketchUp. All those are free plugins. So all those free plugins I have collected as one of my documents, and I will share it with you guys, which are basically free of cost. Okay, you don't have to worry on the cost on that because it's totally free. And also
Okay, sir.
3D warehouse, everything work in the
Okay,
software.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, anyone else? Doubts? It's good to see a lot of people are asking nice doubts. I could see Bharat Kumar's doubt. Yes, Amrita.
So hi,
Yes, hi.
hello.
Yes, hello. Yes, yes. Go ahead,
Uh,
Amrita.
uh, so I have a doubt regarding V-Ray and SketchUp.
Veere, okay.
So are you providing information about V-Ray?
No, Veere we are
Uh,
not, because Veere we are not teaching right now, because Veere it's a completely different software, but it's a rendering software only. But we are trying to cover that rendering quality more than rendering quality in Lumion, because Lumion 11 Pro, which is there now, it will provide nice realistic renderings better than Veere, if you personally ask me, and it will reduce your time also so much. Okay, so you can try to,
but
huh?
in after SketchUp model is completed,
I
you
cannot hear
just
you, Amrita.
so hello,
Yes, ma.
hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello.
So after SketchUp model is completed, like
Hmm.
for further improving our model, we are using V-Ray, no? Mm.
No, we will use Lumion. We can use any softwares for rendering.
So I'm sorry
Okay.
to interrupt, but then the V-Ray has good sort of settings, which I think Lumio has it, but I think the quality is more in V-Ray because V-Ray has all that settings, na brightness and that
If
adding lights and all that.
Yeah, I understand. But if I ask you in between, if you know Lumion as a pro level, now you might have not said it, because Lumion has its own advantages. Lumion has a lot of advantages more than these settings. Because I personally, if you see some of my portfolios now, I might have used V-Ray. Why I jumped more in Lumion is it will provide quick walkthroughs. It will, and also more realistic than V-Ray. But
So
that's what those effects we have
Agree
to
with
be very
agree
smart
with
about.
you, sir.
Hello.
so it was like I have tried both now, so I was just comparing. I have not tried the Lumion Pro version, but basic for just for learning, I was just trying my hands on Lumion. Lumion is easy than V-Ray, that I understood, but then the quality, like the what you said, detail sort of thing now, that interior drawings and all that, I think that V-Ray has better than Lumion.
Yeah, no, that's what we have to learn. That basically we have to learn in Lumion how to do that. That's what we will teach. Yeah, we have to learn
Okay.
all those detailings in Lumion how to do that rendering. Yes, Amrita, you have doubts still?
Yeah,
Yes.
one more.
Hmm.
So if we miss out one class, will there be anything like sort of to help us?
Sorry, sorry.
If we miss out one class, so if I'm joining for SketchUp or Photoshop, any of the
Mm-hmm.
tutorials, if
Mm-hmm.
I miss some of your classes, will there be any sort of help?
Yeah, obviously we will provide you recordings, and obviously you can ask by seeing these recordings in the next class, like how we are doing for all the other students. The recording will be sent on that day or the next half day. First off, it will be sent to you. So you can look
Okay.
into those recordings and you can ask me in the next class all those doubts. So that's all the students, because a lot of people students try to miss the classes due to the submissions and the workload. So that's why we provide recordings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Amrita. Yes, anyone else? Also, I will we will share you the registration link, everything, all those via email and WhatsApp. Okay, also I will put down the registration form link here, so that if you people are want to register during that early bit registration, so I'll put it in the chat, so that you can register it via this form, Google form, and then you can ping me in message or something. We'll provide you an email that your registration is successful. Yes, Karthik, you have any doubts? Yes, Sunpreet Kaur, I can see you have doubts. Okay, so we will end this tutorial. If you have doubts, you can ask me, or we will end this tutorial. So thank you for joining, everyone. We will provide you these recordings for your future purposes. If also we will send you a YouTube link also of this tutorial, and then we can register for this. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.